This is Brandon with Fleet Feet, and today we've got an exciting new shoe review for you all, but it's a shoe that you guys have already seen before, and now it's on its 5th iteration, and that is the Saucony Endorphin Speed 5. And it's true what they say, fast isn't just a number, it's a feeling. And the Saucony Endorphin Speed series, whether it's the 5th, the 4th, the 3rd, the 2nd, or the 1st, it's one of the most versatile running shoes on the market. It is a fast go-to daily trainer. It's great for workouts, it's great for tempo running, it's great for long runs when you need to lace up and you need to go fast in a shoe, but you don't want to get as aggressive as, say, a race day shoe. A shoe like this is really going to take you where you need to go. And this is mainly designed to be a training companion to that of the Endorphin Pro. Whereas the Speed 5 utilizes a nylon plate, the Pro uses a carbon plate. Though this shoe still packs a punch with PWERRUN PB with a flexible foam and just an overall peppy and propulsive ride. And for me personally, this is probably one of my favorite running shoes to review and test every year. This is the women's colorway here, and this is the men's colorway. And I gotta say, this one packs a punch just like the previous versions. So let's just break this shoe down and see what it's all about. But before we can do that, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps to support us as we continue to put out new videos. Now, let's just break this shoe down like we typically do and start with the upper. Now, overall, the framework of the upper is quite thin. It's not as plush or padded as other shoes on the market, and that makes sense. As a speed day shoe, it's going to have more of a performance fit. And the upper here is made up of a hexagon engineered mesh. And Saucony's whole push here was to create something that was more breathable and looked more performance focused. And one of the big improvements in the upper is in the heel collar. It is a much better lockdown than that of the 4th version. So if you're someone who was having issues with heel lockdown, this one has much more structure to it, and it's just a really nice fit on foot. But if you're someone who's looking for that perfect fit and you want to figure out whether the heel collar or the midfoot or the upper is going to work best for you, the best thing to do is actually walk into a local Fleet Feet store and find out whether this shoe or another shoe is going to fit best for you. Now, let's just move on to the midsole, which again hasn't really changed that much from the 1st version all the way to the 5th version. It's still using Saucony's really strong PWA-based PWERRUN PB. It's going to be fast, it's going to be lightweight and propulsive on foot. This type of foam is the same foam that you can see in shoes like the Pro and in other race day shoes. So needless to say, this is a pretty fast shoe. And to add more to that, like I said earlier, it does have a nylon plate in it for even more propulsion and stability. But that's not all. Along with the foam and the nylon plate, there is a rocker geometry in here, that speed roll technology that Saucony loves so much, that really complements this shoe. And what that really provides is just that fast toe-off transition from heel to toe. So if you're someone who wants to pick up the pace a little bit more, or you're just going to be changing paces a lot, then something like this speed roll technology will help you get there. And for the midsole, the drop of the shoe comes in at 8 millimeters with a men's and women's drop in the heel at 36 millimeters and 28 in the toe. So overall, I would say a pretty traditional drop and heel to toe stack. Now, there have been a few changes to the outsole rubber, which is on the back here, and it's just slightly wider in rubber coverage for enhanced durability. So you're just going to get a bit of a wider landing, and you're going to get a better and more improved traction and lockdown on your stride. And something that they have changed is they've provided vertical flex grooves, which underfoot is going to improve some toe-off flexibility. But overall, what you're going to notice is a better traction and lockdown from the previous model to this one. I really didn't have any issues with durability or traction, and nor did the rest of our team. Now, let's just move on to the ride and performance. And this is where things get really interesting. And for most of our team, we definitely found that this shoe is fast, it's snappy, it's stable, and it's ideal for workouts at any pace from long run to workout. And for one of our reviewers, Kate, she definitely said that this shoe she can describe as a smooth, buoyant, and controlled daily trainer. It's not overly bouncy, and it's great for runners who prefer that subtle assistance. And for our other reviewer, Mandy, who tested this shoe out, she definitely appreciated the firmness, and for her, it was just really nice and responsive on foot without being unstable. And now I can agree with both Mandy and Kate. This is a really fast shoe. And when I was taking it out on speed workouts or track days or out on the roads, it didn't matter what I took this shoe out for. I was just finding that the stiffness and the firmness of the shoe provided that nice performance bounce that I was looking for, and that's something I really appreciated. But I will say it's not as stiff as, say, the Pro is. It definitely still has that nylon plate in it, which creates that nice flexibility and spring off on foot. And as for the weight of the shoe, it comes in around 8 ounces and 227 grams. And the price rounds out to $170. But the main question is, who is the Saucony Endorphin Speed 5 really best for? This shoe is really for runners who are looking for a durable, versatile daily trainer for interval training, tempos, and long runs, and you're just looking to put in some pace. And it's perfect for those who enjoy a firm shoe but want that responsive and peppy ride. But you want to remove the cost and the stiffness of a carbon plate, say in a race day shoe, out of the mix. And another great perk about this shoe, and a lot of people do this, is that you don't just have to use it for workout day and speed day. You can race in this shoe too, and it comes in as a great budget race day option. So if you're about to race your first 5K, 10K, half marathon, or even marathon distance, something like the Speed 5 is really going to be able to take you there. And if you want to learn even more about Saucony shoes, you can check them out right here on our channel, where we're going to be posting videos weekly, or on our blog at fleetfeet.com. But if you want to try this shoe on for yourself, or just try on any shoe in general, or get your foot scanned, or go through the fit ID and outfitting process, then you can walk into your local Fleet Feet store and go check them out for yourself.